Kevin, we're going to have a look at Liverpool now. They were so good in the Premier League, disappointing obviously going out to Atletico Madrid in the Champions League. They've signed a left back, obviously for some competition and some backup for Andy Robertson. You're also looking at Dejan Lovren has gone out. There's talk about Thiago Alcantara, the Bayern Munich player, is going to come in and maybe after the Champions League is finished. But where do you feel Liverpool? You've always got to try and strengthen your squad after winning a league title. Who and what do you think they need to progress once again?
Yeah, I'm not surprised they've signed a fullback. The way that Liverpool play, they need cover for Andrew Robertson, and they've not had the as good a cover for Robertson as probably what they've had on that right-hand side. They've had players like James Milner's been filling in at times, hasn't he, at left and right back. He can play anywhere, but now they've got two players who can seriously bomb forward, up and down in the fullback position. So I think that's perfect for them. So that didn't surprise me that they signed one. Central defensively is a position that's just been brilliant for Liverpool. I think whoever Van Dijk plays against, he's going to make 10 or 15% better. So they're fine there. That's not an issue for them. But there's something that maybe I've always said over the last few years is maybe a midfield that's going to be able to slow and speed a game up when necessary. I don't think Liverpool have had that. I think at times in games when a game's forward and back and it's quick, it's sharp, there's a lot of energy and pace in the game, it suits Liverpool because of the players that they've got so much pace. But when a game needs to be settled and it needs to be slowed down, I don't think Liverpool have got that. Thiago looks the outstanding one who can do that for them. He's an outstanding footballer. He's been brilliant for Bayern Munich over the last few years. So if they were to get him, I think he would be the ideal signing for Liverpool. I do think that. And I know it's stating the obvious, but I do think he will be the ideal signing. And Liverpool probably do need that one or two signings. They don't need a lot because going forward and the front three they've got and one or two others coming off the bench, they're brilliant. They are outstanding. They're the best around, rightly win the Premier League. So there's not too much they need, but I think that Thiago Alcantara signing could be huge for them. If they get him in, I think that could be a game changer for Liverpool again, because I think it'll help them in Europe when the games need slowing down. I think he's perfect for that. So I think he's the ideal signing for Liverpool, yeah.
And Kev, just before I let you go on Liverpool, there's a lot of talk that Divock Origi, maybe Aston Villa will come in with a big bid for him. And a player that's kind of been linked with Liverpool on and off is the Watford player, Ismail Assar. Obviously scored against Liverpool, which helped Watford inflict Liverpool's first league defeat on them this season. He's a young enough player, supposed to be quite friendly with Sadio Mane. Would that be a good kind of a swap option, Origi for Sarr?
Yeah, absolutely would be, yeah. We spoke about Minamino that hasn't necessarily settled yet. He's another one for next season. So they've got reinforcements going forward. But Sarr is unbelievably quick. He is so fast. And, to get him in and to get Klopp working with him, he's still got a lot to improve on. But Klopp's the ideal one to get the best out of players with real pace. That's something that he'd look for. Origi, let's be honest, he scored some big goals. I was... at the Merseyside derby a couple of years ago when he's broken hearts and he scored some big goals for Liverpool. So he'll never be forgotten because he has. But let's be honest, he's not in the class of the front three that they've got. He's not of the class of some of the best attacking players around Europe. He's always going to be an attacking option from the bench. They could keep him and do that, but it might be better for him to go and play some games. And Sarr, I think, would be a better option for Liverpool. I think he brings more. He's a lot more pacey, and I think he's perfect for Liverpool. Yeah.